I've always said AJ's built to measure for me, and just because he knocked out that guy with a right hand, it's not the same.
Fight fans, welcome back.
Tyson Fury. Okay.
Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury now seems an eventual inevitability.
When I've got through with a rabbit, then we go down for AJ.
AJ beats Tyson Fury every day of the week and twice on a Sunday. He will knock him out inside 6 rounds.
After violently dispatching Ngannou, the pair now have 5 mutual opponents.
He smashed Otto Barlin up, and now he's gone in there and obliterated Francis Ngannou, and Tyson Fury struggled.
AJ showed what Tyson Fury should have showed in that first fight.
All of which Joshua claims to have beaten more convincingly than the Gypsy King.
Every opponent that me and Fury got in common, I've knocked them out. Every opponent. Well, I've stopped them.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
But AJ is going to show people it's not over.
Welcome to a Motivedia presentation.
But listen, you're a big fellow close, and this is the first time I've met you.
Down to the Giants, isn't it? Listen. Heavyweight division's changed it up.
Back on track, Anthony Joshua has shown that 6 months can make the world of difference. And so too have the guys at Keeps. Keeps is an online subscription service that makes it easy and more affordable for men to treat their male pattern baldness from the comfort of their own home. According to clinical studies, treatments offered by Keeps are 90% effective at treating hair loss and can increase hair growth by up to 35% via both FDA-approved hair loss treatment options, as well as a 2-in-1 gel that combines both. Whether you're looking to stay on the back foot and defend the hair you've got, or go on the offensive and stimulate new hair growth, Keeps are the professionals that you want in your corner. Having helped nearly 1 million men keep their hair, boasting over 4,500 5-star reviews, hair loss stops with Keeps. For a special offer to get started, go to keeps.com/Motivedia or click the link in the description below.
I knew after I fought him that the pedigree of the game has changed. These are not these 1990 fighters and these early 2000 fighters that when I came up in boxing, I was considered the big man.
Blessed with a ramrod jab and succinct survival instincts, 2012 Kevin Johnson was a far cry from the later globe-trotting act.
One of the most best spectacular, magnificent, splendid ass whoopings blended together to form an equation right here in the UK.
A granite-chinned gatekeeper, Kingpin had stood up to 12 rounds of Vitaly Klitschko.
Max, I think you're right when you said this is turning out to be a rocky fight.
Finally, Kevin Johnson lets his hands go. Much too little and much too late. Klitschko getting right in his chest. Oh, now he's going after Vladimir. Bad move, Johnson.
He got his rounds. I'll be back. No problem at all. I will be back. All the great champions lose one time, maybe twice. So I will come back and show him exactly why I'm going to beat him.
He's on the world stage. We believe he's a world-class fighter. And Tyson's ready to step up now, so it's a brilliant fight. And we thank Kevin Johnson for taking the fight.
Not one top 10 heavyweight would ever fight me. Why? Because I'm one of the most feared heavyweights out there.
Just months before his American debut, Tyson Fury's pre-fight antics were more exciting than the forgettably drama-free headliner.
This fool's an idiot, yeah? He's going to get smashed to bits. And Vladimir Klitschko, I want you next. I want you.
Take the glasses off for one, Kevin?
Nah, I can't stand ugly people. You can't look at the eye.
Bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Listen, that's only what small people say. Listen, I can guarantee you, bigger they are, the harder they punch, the better men they are.
Lumbering to a landslide win, Fury's reputation on the world stage was hardly enhanced.
Kevin Johnson, never been stopped, never been down.
He moved and he hit. And I actually thought he was going to bring the fight. He didn't. He took the little man's approach and tried to box. Well, excuse me, he did box.
Johnson just standing and letting Fury move here, almost saying, come on. Strange old fight at the moment, couple of boos ringing around the arena, but Johnson now moves forward. That's good from Fury, although not quite sure he's earned the showboating there.
And there was boos ringing around. They obviously want to see him knock this fella out.
You can't always be a crowd pleaser. Sometimes you have to do your job. The verdict is coming up next after a very short break.
I fought him 12 rounds. No bruises, no nothing. but it was the same fight. Fury is so hard, and I know Fury personally, you know this. He's so hard to get to. All these places. I ain't trained not one day. Fought Tyson Fury 12 rounds. I didn't train. Fought Derek Chisora. What we fight? I don't even remember because the fight was so easy and basic. It wasn't a struggle.
3 years after the Fury snooze fest, retreating into a comatose cocoon had become second nature for a man intent on lasting the course.
He has never been stopped as a heavyweight fighter.
However, arriving in London to face a new pay-per-view star in the making.
This is going to be the best heavyweight fight that haven't been seen in the last, I think, counted 13 years exactly. Guaranteed.
Johnson received a rude awakening.
Maybe 7, maybe 9, but if I get mad, it may be 5.
Kevin Johnson, new heavyweight champion.
Heavyweight champion of the earth, not the world. Heavyweight champion of the earth. That means on the moon and underwater, I am the champion.
He brings the verbal side, I bring the physical side. That's all I can really say on the matter. So he's doing his job. That's why he's here.
70% of his money, once I knock him out, goes to a charity. He knocked me out, 70% of my money go to any charity he chooses. If you're that confident. I know there's going to be a knockout. I guarantee this.
Can you handle Anthony Joshua's power?
I'll show you how much there is no power. Half the fight, I'm going to fight the boy with my hands down. And mark my words, that's how the fight will go. I don't need my hands up. He don't have no power.
And now we go to the big boys of boxing.
Passing his first big test in devastating fashion, AJ smashed the American to his 7th defeat.
Runs it to say, is that it? Is that the best you've got? But he was shaken, Jim. And there's a body shot coming in as Joshua continues to stalk him down. It's survival mode already, this, for Kevin Johnson. Joshua going to work once again and nails it. Gets him out of there. Inside a round, there goes the bell. And Johnson is finished. And it's stopped. It's over. Done. Inside 2 rounds. Kingpin just got bowled over.
That'll ring some alarm bells through the heavyweight division. No one's come close to doing that to Kevin Johnson.
It's like when I fought Anthony Joshua. That was the first time I ever sustained some damage.
The crafty old pro Andy knows how to look after himself.
The veteran road warrior was stopped again just 2 more times across his 60-fight career. But nobody did the job quite like Joshua's second-round demolition.
Anthony Joshua who does it again. What on earth are they going to do with him next?
It's your time, it's your time. You're going to stay in the game or you're going to get out of it. And I think it's my time to get out of the game. That's it for me. Young kid, strong kid. And look forward to watching him on the big screen as he go on and climb the rankings just like Lennox did over here.
So Anthony Joshua, I think he looks the business, he's in great shape and all that, but we don't know anything about him until he gets in hard fights.
So what would be that word? Anthony Joshua.
Untested.
Okay, there you go.
Good afternoon and welcome to the official weigh-in between let's make that the 2 best heavyweights in the world.
Stepping into the German ring, little did Vladimir Klitschko know that his 9-year title reign, consisting of 18 defenses, was about to end.
I'm expecting is the most challenging and difficult fight in my career, and this attitude I had before every fight, and it's not going to change.
The Saviour's arrived! Look at this man, he's changing the face of boxing Saturday night. Enjoy, people, boxing is no longer a dull sport.
Treading the traditional route, challenger Tyson Fury was viewed by some as a joke.
Who is Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury needs to prove himself. All these antics and stuff doesn't make him a good boxer.
But his tomfoolery masked an unbeaten 24-fight slate and an intense desire to succeed.
He's a small man as well, he's old, he's going great, and he's finished. I've never been so confident of ever a fight before than I am confident of knocking this idiot out.
History does not lie. History says all old champions move over for the new ones. I am the new one.
Obey my commands at all times, above all, protect yourselves at all times. Let's go.
It wasn't always orthodox. It wasn't always pretty.
And he crushes him and just clicks him on the chin there.
But Fury bamboozled the stoic Ukrainian across 12 rounds, turning the entire division on its head.
And that was inexperience there from the most experienced of world champions.
He's defeated all odds. Nobody gave him a prayer back in the UK. The bookies have lost a lot of money. Good for them. But believe me, there's more to come.
There is a new era in heavyweight boxing.
My strategy is to get Anthony Joshua to the heavyweight title as quickly as possible. You know, looking at the fight tonight, I'd rather Anthony fight Vladimir. You know, and that's completely different to what I thought before the fight.
Lastly, Tyson Fury's been doing a hell of a lot of tweeting these days, and with the tweets that he's been sending you, he's been hashtagging it Bum City.
Ain't good enough to be a sparring partner. I wouldn't talk Bum City, piece of shit.
Are you ready for becoming a legend?
No, I don't want to be a legend. No way. Stuff like that will probably drive me to stop boxing. I just want to fight, man.
Good morning, good afternoon and good evening to sport fans and fight fans all around the world. Today we have a public service announcement.
2 years later, things had been flipped upside down once again. Fury's disappearance into a hazy wilderness saw the absent Klitschko reappear to challenge UK boxing's next big hope at Wembley.
I needed someone who can potentially challenge me, and that's why I say potentially, because you never know until you fight. The job is to make the fight look easy.
There's big muscles that bring him confidence, and he just wants to demolish people right in front of him. That's what it is. It gives him a lot of confidence.
I don't think God would ever put me in a position that I couldn't handle. So I'm here for a reason, and I'll handle business the same way I've been handling business.
But do you hear? But boxing is a sweet science.
So let's get this party started!
Spine-tingling anticipation.
18-0 Anthony Joshua somehow survived the thrills and spills of 11 madly exciting rounds.
Shorting right hand sends Joshua down.
Getting chinned in the 6th round, I wasn't sure whether he'd get up. Showed tremendous heart.
Still being forced onto the back foot, which is rare for Joshua.
Got hit with the kitchen sink. Got his second wind in 7 and 8 and came back in 9 and 10 and stopped him in the 11th.
Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko took it, but Joshua's going for a big left hand.
On paper, scoring a KO win in such a fashion raised AJ's stock.
Who's going to stop Joshua now?
Even if the green-eyed Fury, watching from home, had done the same job more convincingly.
I'm Fury! Tyson Fury, where you at, baby? I know he's been talking a lot and he wants to come back and compete. I just want to fight everyone, man. I'm really enjoying this right now.
Today, another major announcement of Tyson Fury's comeback on June the 9th in Manchester.
I already offered Wilder out, already offered AJ out, called Eddie and set the division on fire again. The Mac is back.
Fit and firing once again, 2019 Fury had developed a nice 6-monthly rhythm to occupy his mind and body with consistent challenges.
Out in the crowd of come on Tyson, well that left hand's hurt him, give me a chance. He wants one last chance to throw a big left hand off the ropes.
2 fights removed from an enthralling draw with Deontay Wilder, a relatively unknown Swedish opponent stepped forward.
It's a dream come true for me to be here. I come from a small place in Sweden and now I'm here on the big stage and I've been dreaming about this and I'm ready to put it all on the line.
But I've never met a challenger I couldn't defeat. I've never met a mountain I couldn't climb. I've never met a man I couldn't beat. So he's going to be no exception.
I would never take this fight if I didn't think that I was going to win or that I can win. Nothing, it won't come easy, it will be very hard, but I know I can do it.
I expect to have a good fight and knock this guy clean out. That's what I expect and that's what I hope.
Many expected 20-0 Otto Wallin to fold like Germany's Tom Schwartz had.
I don't give that going more than 4 rounds, mate. Fury will take him away. I don't care where he's from, mate. Fury will send him back to Sweden.
Here in Las Vegas, Fury wants to put on a real show tonight. Wallin is really trying to rough Fury up and he's going looking for it.
Instead, the New York-based southpaw gave Fury plenty of early problems.
He showed a good punch, he showed chin, he showed heart, he showed the ability to be able to come back.
Here comes Wallin, and he's fighting in this 6th round like a man who really is starting to believe.
Opening up a gigantic, potentially fight-ending gash across Tyson's eye.
Keep focused on winning the rounds, don't try and bang him out, anything silly, don't panic, okay?
The final bell brought welcome relief.
He knows he's won the fight, but Wallin celebrates as well.
And I wanted to show it, you know, I'm not just here to talk, I'm here to back it up, and I think I did that.
He did, he was a tough guy, and he hit me with some good ones as well, especially in round 12. But still, I stand firm. I come here on Mexican Independence Day, blood and guts all over the ring.
Here's a question for you. For someone who's been in the ring with Fury, that has sparred numerous rounds with Anthony Joshua, if you can compare those 2 situations to say who you think would win that fight,
There is someone you do speak to on the telephone, Anthony Joshua.
Yes, sometimes I say, what's happening, AJ? How are you, mush? And then we have a little bit of back and forth, and I tell him I'm going to knock him out, and he tells me I'm going to knock you out. And I said, after your last performance, mush, you need a lot of improvement to knock me out, I'll tell you that.
You know, Joshua, a big puncher, and Fury, a good boxer. So, two big guys, anything can happen, but it's hard to pick a winner. I think that would be a good fight.
And Anthony Joshua returns and takes on a highly rated, highly ranked Swede, of course the one and only Otto Wallin.
I think he relaxed a little bit and started talking back, but my impression of him was that he was very stiff and tense and didn't know what to do.
Don't take my hand after as well. Don't take my hand after.
Can you knock Anthony Joshua out in Saudi Arabia?
Of course. I mean, I heard Fury, I heard Gassiev, I can hurt Joshua. And I think definitely I have the skill, I have the heart, and I have the IQ too to beat him.
I'm going to take a shot here, and I'm going to go with Wallin winning a decision.
But in terms of like how the fight will go, yeah, I think blood, bruising.
Yeah, I've liked the look of AJ this week. He looks a little bit mean as well.
Recreating that same energy on the big stage 4 years later was a difficult task for Wallin. Scorched by inactivity, his main asset of movement was stilted by a rampant Anthony Joshua, seeking to punctuate a solid 2023.
For some reason, he has lost that seek and destroy style a little bit. And I think that's what made him good.
Growing in confidence, AJ bossed the Riyadh ring, smashing Wallin's nose to send out a powerful message through the medium of boxing triangle theories.
Oh God, give me Tyson Fury now, please. There is absolutely no way Tyson Fury beats Anthony Joshua. No way. No way.
Was this year, you didn't finish the year with a world title, but do you look at this year as being a success?
We've got bigger ambitions than that, man. Bigger ambitions than that. So I don't celebrate when I win these fights, I celebrate when I win the championships.
I always felt like Fury was going to win that fight pretty easy, but I changed my mind a little bit. I think that I give Joshua a better chance now after I've been in with him.
I think Tyson will be boxing my 40-year-old. He can't help himself. He really can't. It's what's in him. He's what they call a human pit bull terrier, isn't he?
Come on!
In between those two Wallin collisions, Tyson Fury would also test himself, somewhat controversially, against another domestic yardstick.
This ain't the Tyson Fury show. This is Tyson Fury didn't work show. From where I stand, this didn't work Tyson Fury show.
It wasn't the one most people wanted, but it was only 4 months removed from the Wilder trilogy, and White was someone who had always brought the fire.
Just me and him was fighting. That's the thing. This moment is me and Fury is gonna go to war. You know,
we was there working together, and we were good friends together. We went out for a drink. We ate together. We slept together. He was a part of our team.
We slept in a similar surrounding, but not together, bro. Relax.
The mind games of the Wilder trilogy were replaced with playful antics. On fight night, however, it was strictly business.
Maybe Tyson Fury's last fight, and maybe Dillian White's greatest night. And it's very, very messy in there. They've got to get control of the situation, otherwise it might get out of hand.
Proper full-on pushed me like that, and I fell over and hit my head on the canvas, which is legal. This ain't wrestling. This is boxing. You know what I mean?
What a punch! The right uppercut. Dillian White never saw it. He felt it.
I'm happy with my performance, and I hope he's happy with his performance, because he didn't fight a world champion tonight. I ain't no world champion. I'm a legend in this game.
94,000 people in my own country's capital city. It does not get any better than this.
There's a lot of parity now, but right now you have to say on paper, Tyson Fury's the best heavyweight in the world, and I don't mind saying that, but I believe AJ can beat him.
Joshua's meeting with White back in 2015 was far less jovial. Pre-fight animosity fueled by the pair's amateur history and clash of characters.
Do you want to do it now?
Talk too much.
Do you want, let everybody get the room now. Me and you stay in here, we can have it. And see who walks out.
We speak all too often about the old AJ in both fighting style and personality, But with gritted teeth and bad intentions, this was him.
Just wait a few more days and you can chill out. It's only a fight, it's no big deal. We go to war, we go trenches, we can box, it's no big deal.
Don't count Dillian Whyte out in this fight. Don't be surprised if he beat him.
But that doesn't faze me though. You know what I mean? You know, everybody have their day. There comes a time in a man's life where you sink or swim.
That's fine. You couldn't touch me. Okay. Hand him out, you couldn't touch me. Okay.
For the first time as a professional, AJ was caught clean.
Early in the second round, Joshua shaken down to his foundations.
But he took it, smiled, and came back with that wrecking ball mentality.
I'm just telling him, I said, he threw a jab, I said, that's it, he threw a left hook, I said, you're going to have to be better than that.
Oh, it's a big shot, Nick. Rocked him early out of nowhere. Joshua looks like he's in no rush. He's playing the matador in there at the moment. Oh!
Does he hit hard as people say, though?
It is hard, but you know, all everywhere hit hard. It's one of those ones where.
For this one, ending it a round earlier, you could argue Fury did it better, albeit facing a much more hesitant and battle-worn Whyte.
All the cards have been dealt, and they've got to come through me. So I'm saying, grow a pair, come see the champ, and I'll sort you all out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest show on earth. We cannot wait for this one.
Within the space of just 6 months, a new beast has transitioned from a different sport to become one of the surprise new faces of boxing.
What does he bring to the table that you've been working on that could maybe potentially cause you some problems?
Absolutely nothing. We're going to see if he's got the guts to stand and trade with a heavyweight champion of the world. We're going to see if he's got the belief in his power. And I'm not convinced.
My goal is not only to win, but to also go out there and prove people that I can box. If I don't do that, then that's a loss.
I once stated that I could drink 15 pints of beer and still beat Anthony Joshua in a fight. So I'm going to go on record and say this. I could drink 25 pints of beer and still beat Francis Ngannou in a fight.
They say it's 6'9". I mean, this doesn't look like 5 inches different.
It's like a table tennis champion facing Djokovic in Wimbledon final. Totally different.
So here we go then. A good right hand from Tyson Fury.
Derided by many, expected to be limited by his brute strength and lack of fundamental grounding.
I don't feel that way. I know for a fact that Francis and his team are going to go in there and shock the world, and I know what you all are saying. Number one, you're saying he has no chance.
Francis Ngannou dropped, humiliated, and almost defeated Tyson Fury in their Saudi showdown.
Because when we started, he said, let's go to school. So I'm like, I think you're a bad teacher.
Ngannou's status was instantly legitimized.
I thought that Francis Ngannou won that fight.
There's no one to blame or no one to do anything. It was a tough fight. Had to get off the floor to win. And yeah, no excuses.
And Jesus, Ngannou's a powerful boy as well. Tyson couldn't hurt him. Tyson could not hurt him.
Maybe Tyson Fury not serious. Oh, it's MMA fighter, blah 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 blah. I don't know.
The guy just deserves to have had one of the greatest wins. I mean, I don't know what I was watching. I don't know what Tyson Fury was doing. If they want to stitch Francis Ngannou up and make the Usyk Fury fight, maybe AJ will fight him after he's got the credibility of beating Tyson Fury. It won't go 3 rounds. It will not go 3 rounds.
Big boxing news. Anthony Joshua will face former UFC champion Francis Ngannou in Saudi Arabia.
I like this. Ngannou put Fury on his backside, didn't he, when they boxed last year?
Yeah, I don't think anyone gave you too much of a chance and you proved them all wrong. How'd you go about shocking the world again?
Seeking to rehabilitate boxing's reputation,
I think I haven't shocked the world yet.
The weight would swiftly fall onto the shoulders of Anthony Joshua.
AJ says he is ready for whatever Ngannou throws at him and has a bright vision of his future.
I would take everything that I have in my stomach to come after AJ and do everything that's possible to take him down.
I'll be ready for the shots that are coming my way, and he has to be ready for the shots that are coming his way, because I'm obviously a man that's going to be standing in front of him, bringing him a lot of hell and problems as well.
And honestly, if AJ does lose to Francis, his career is basically over.
The flaming, ferocious fist of Francis will finish Anthony Joshua.
Could Joshua's chin take an Ngannou swipe? Could Joshua handle some more big stage nerves?
It's not a foregone conclusion whatsoever, because
I know now that he can box.
Just like before Mayweather-McGregor, more and more onlookers crumbled to the media hype train, fancying Ngannou to shock the world once again.
Yeah, I don't bet on fights, but if I would put my money on Francis.
I believe that Francis is going to knock him out.
First round.
Ngannou wins?
Yes.
KO?
Ngannou KO.
But Joshua had been here before. He wasn't overwhelmed by the danger, nor the size of Ngannou.
Two behemoths colliding in the city of Riyadh. Oh! AJ touched him, he went down!
Something's changed with his fight, he's rotating through. He never used to rotate through, he was like he was putting it there and pulling it back. He's such an amazing athlete, and he's now finally putting all of that into the punches.
Capitalizing on a few lazy punches, he shut away the Cameroonian to reaffirm those AJ of old comments.
No matter how good your chin is, when you're getting hit with punches that you can't see by somebody like Anthony Joshua, no chin's going to hold up against that.
Anthony Joshua! Incredible!
It is what it is. We've got the job done. People can question me. I'll do my best every time, and what will be, but I'm not even buzzing about the win. Just on to the next, let's go.
AJ was to fight Tyson Fury in your mind right now. Who wins that one?
I don't know. I'll give it to AJ. But right now,
I mean, listen, the crossover. You know how I feel about crossovers in boxing, and that's how they end.
When I truly do believe, I know what happened on Friday night happened. I don't believe there's another heavyweight that does that to him, if I'm being honest, in boxing.
In regards to Fury, I mean, they've got two common opponents. AJ did much better in both.
My money's on AJ.
Going into the Fury fight, if Fury trained for the fight and didn't show up and, looked like he ate Tyson Fury, it's probably the way that fight would have ended too.
Puts an end to all of this discussion, silences the doubter, and puts it in the face of Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, doing what he couldn't.
But listen, you get a bit cocky like he did, and it was what it was. It was what it was. He got knocked out, and that's what a boxer should do to an MMA fighter.
In boxing, styles make fights, and tackling common opponents often leads to strategic redirections.
He said to me, Tyson, I hit Ngannou with a load of massive shots, never budged him once. That's the difference.
Once a switch-hitting safety-first stylist, Fury's transformation to come-forward aggressor has increased the intrigue.
There's anime. Oh, he's got a big right hand. Oh! He goes down. It was the right hand that did the damage.
Taking the opposite route, bullying early victims into submission, Joshua has since stepped back and become a more conservative, mindful tactician.
He's looking good, AJ. Composed, relaxed, calm.
The abundance of plot twists, passive-aggressive verbals, and in-ring displays all scaffold the increasing hype around a future mega fight. One fighter's performance is not a surefire indicator of future results, but smashing away common foes certainly sends a powerful message.
AJ is coming into his peak, and I don't think Fury's at his peak anymore. And I think that AJ beats him.
And one of those questions is going to be about Fury. You said,
no, Fury's it. If they want me, they can come knocking at my door.
Because anything you can do, I can do better.
Knock on the door. If they do knock on the door, what do you open it and say?
Let's go.